Okay. So part number 4, and it says doing melacha for the sake of an animal. Since the rule of Chol Nefesh permits doing melacha only on behalf of Jews, it is prohibited to do any melacha in order to fulfill the need of the animal, bird, or fish. For example, where there is no eruv, it is forbidden to carry food out to the public domain or carmelis for an animal. I'm not sure why would you carry the food. Maybe you have a storage somewhere, like not in your house. Like some people have they live in some communities and they have storages somewhere else. Maybe like this. I don't know. It is likewise forbidden to cut vegetables into very small pieces for animals, as this is violation of Melachah of Tochein, grinding. Preparing food for the pet is permitted only in a manner that does not involve performance of Melachah. When cooking a Yom Tov meal, one is permitted to add an extra measure of food in a pot for the sake of feeding his pet. Let's discuss this in details, because it's not so simple topic, of course. So one more time, doing melacha for the sake of animal. Since the rule of Chol Nefesh, so Chol Nefesh meaning cooking, doing needs on behalf of Nefesh, so right, doing melacha only on behalf of Jews is prohibited to do any melacha in order to fulfill needs of the animal, bird, or fish. So melacha, all of these melachas for in the sense of cooking actually permitted on Yom Tov for Jews. There is no problem. So you can knead the dough and bake your own bread and carry the food from one domain to another. So you want to come to somebody's house, you want to bring bottle of wine, cake, whatever, salad, whatever you bring is good, right? There is no problem. For example, when there is no eruv, it is forbidden to carry food out of the public domain or carmelis. So public domain, we said it's rarely happens, like it's huge in huge cities like New York City or something, like 600,000 people travel in one day. Of course, they're in some other metropolis cities, but very rare. But carmelis is a local street. So, but as we said before, local street, our sages treat it stringently. It's a rabbinical law, and we treat them as a public domain, even though it's not. But we treat them as semi-public domain, right? So, in all of this, you're not allowed to carry for animals. For your own needs, wherever you need to bring book. You need to bring reading glasses. So that's many people are actually surprised when we tell them you're not allowed to, if there is no eruv, you're not allowed to bring reading glasses to the shul. So well, actually people shocked what to do. Bring them Friday night before the Shabbat starts, before the Yom Tov starts, right? Yom Tov, there is no problem before the Shabbat starts, right? Because otherwise you're not allowed to bring them. It's carrying 100%. It is likewise forbidden to cut vegetables in very small pieces for animals. So one of the melacha that is forbidden is melacha of grinding, right? And grind is like a classic definition of grinding is reduction, like a big piece into small pieces. Right, and I also just say, well, one of the examples is to chop the salad into very small pieces, like Israeli salad, like tiny pieces. So according to all of the opinions, those were smaller pieces, right? So since it is grinding, like grinding, so it is forbidden. Okay, so for us, for Jews, it is not permitted. It is melacha that's forbidden on Shabbos, but permitted on Yom Tov because it's Chol Nefesh, right? But for animals, you're not allowed to do that as well. Preparing the food for a pet is permitted only in a manner that does not involve performing melacha. So what is the other melacha? Another melacha is kneading. I'm not sure if you need if you do something like this for animals. I'm just saying. So if you have this some kind of powder or something, and you mix it with the water, so whatever was without the liquid, so those would be forbidden to do for animals. For you, no problem. For animals, no, unless it is very liquidy. When cooking Yom Tov meal, one is permitted to add extra measure of food in a pot for the sake of feeding to his pet. As we learn in the Chol HaMoed, there is a problem because it is, in some sense, disrespect to food, right? So food is that is feeded to be eaten by a human. You're not allowed to give it to a pet unless like pet food is going to cost you more or something. So because of monetary reasons, you would be allowed, or it's a big bother for you to cook for animals separately. That would be an excuse, but otherwise it's not proper to eat. Right? So as people ask me, they have these cats, and the cats jump onto the table and start eating from a person's plate. They say, "Is it still food? Is it still kosher?" Okay, I don't know. That's crazy. Cat, like an animal, can eat from your plate. You don't know that what this animal just ate just 15 minutes ago. Okay, and spit into your plate. Okay.